Welcome to the live coverage of the Gujarat Super League Season 2. And it is match number 6 here between the KARNAVATI Knights
Good
and
evening,
VADODARA.
coach.
Good evening.
You had your first loss of the season. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, very disappointed about the game. Game was open for both, but unfortunately, referee has the call given where it was very disappointing, and I feel it's not an penalty.
Same is the next question. What are the speculations on the penalty given due to that you lost the game?
Given is given. We can't revert back. So at least a linesman, we should have communicated with them and fourth official, and they should have communicated. So I felt like referees are deciding the game.
Okay.
And that too in the final minute, we were playing good. To be honest, both the teams games were open, and they would have revoked that on what they have dished.
We hope the team does better today, sir. Any changes in the team, sir?
A few quite changes are there. One or two, couple of them are those who have got injured will be replacing, and we'll have.
So that's it, coach. Best of luck for the game. See you on the
Thank
field.
you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that was Shiva Kumar. Now we'll hear out from Salim Patan, the head coach of the VADODARA Warriors. He had a chat with us before the game as well.
Good evening, coach.
Good evening.
You had your first win of the season. How do you feel about it?
It was great. Always the good start is always good for the short tournament like this because we have only 5 games. Very good. Boys put everything behind that game and we got a 3 points. I'm happy with that.
Amazing to hear that, sir. So any changes or something specific strategy for today's match?
Again, we want to win today's game, so we have more attacking. We'll not sit back because this, as I said, the short tournament second match is more important than the first game. We'll try to win this game. There's no changes in the team because we want to continue with the same lineup which we started in the first game. Hope we'll win this game and get 3 points from this game.
Best of luck, coach. See you on the field.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, different strategies from two head coaches is what we expect. Different outcomes in their first games of the tournament this season, their opening games. And of course, the defending champions would love to continue with their red-hot form last season. Have a lot of experience, as well as some youngsters coming through the ranks of these two sides. KARNAVATI Knights, they would want to get their first win out here tonight, and VADODARA Warriors, they as well, they would want to continue with their promising start. Very windy out here. We'll have a look at the lineups of the two sides. KARNAVATI Knights, they have a few changes. Vishal Dubey continues on goal. Have the likes of, say, Joseph Haukip leading the line, along with Sapam Kennedy, who has a lot of attacking prowess with him. Quite an impressive bench as well. The likes of Vishesh Pandey, Manav Vyas, all of them who can come on later in the game and make an impact out here. They'll of course be focusing on the strengths first and making sure that they keep it tight at the back. Not a great encounter to start with in their opening game. Here they have a chance to rewrite things. They got a goal late. VADODARA Warriors, Jenish Rana leading their side. Rohit Chawla playing as well in the forward line as the goal scoring ability and prowess. Rahul Rawat, who has got a lot of experience under his belt, even Bhupinder Singh. And they have a much more experienced side on the pitch, at least the starting 11. And even the bench looks promising with Raviraj, Shiv Prakash Sharma, Sunny Mint. So pretty quality sides on display. Jenish Rana will be leading the side of VADODARA Warriors. Slight bit of rainfall here ahead of the game. A bit of storm is what we expect on and off the pitch, of course. KARNAVATI Knights against VADODARA Warriors. This is match number 6 of the Gujarat Super League Season 2. We're live from the Eka Arena from Ahmedabad. Weather conditions not really too perfect at the moment. You can see the drizzles already, and we're expecting and hearing a storm approaching. Might be difficult, but we'll find out if we can go ahead with the game. It's still pretty hot, 38 degrees here in Ahmedabad. we'll of course come back with the live coverage once we are ready to proceed with things. We're hoping for the conditions to get better. It is a double header, of course, another match coming up after this. The only concern at the moment is the weather conditions here. A storm brewing, very humid as well as windy. And hence, we'll have to wait a little more to get ahead with things in this very game. So do not go anywhere. Stay tuned and we'll return with the live stream very, very soon once the teams are ready.
We have Stephen Fernandes, the goalkeeper, out there with the Vadodara Warriors. We will see their goalkeeper Aditya ball. So you know the hashtag, it is Gujarat Super League Season 2. Do go ahead and throw in those posts all across social media. And a through ball played down to the right. Needs to find one of his teammates in the box. Looks to dribble past the defense. He sends it inside, but it moves towards which they will hope and get underway. This is a good chance where the ball is launched into the box. Can he find one of his teammates? The header! It's well played inside. Could this be a real opportunity? He's found his teammate on the middle. He gets the shot underway. It was well played. Nair, the referee, Mr. Akash Mehta. That's a long ball inside. The header coming in on the keeper. Just the keeper. And there we go. Is just away from the post. Mr. Parmania got the space. And here comes the Giants. That's well contained. This is a real good chance. 3-on-1. He's advanced it. And the fourth player gets involved. He has a go. And the team would want in a situation like that. Take a look at that. As 19 minutes of a mushroom. Here we are 25 minutes. You can see how throw-ins have often turned into a set piece and looking to get it back. His teammate does give it back to him. It's contained. Looking to find Mr. Stephen Fernandes once again. Card. And the Warriors have the chance for the Giants and a slight tackle. A lot of bodies, the shot close. He judged it well. Something happened with the Giants as well. And now it seems to be with Vadodara, the throw in. Oh my word, the first goal is coming. And a header in terms of the goal to bring us the first coming. It was definitely coming. Take a look at that. The throw in leading to the header. Side. The curve ball into the box. Keeper is off his lines. And the goal will not be for the Giants. The run is good. He's in the box looking to cross it. There's a small protest for handball. Meanwhile, a player down for the Warriors. That was close to the arm. Going guns blazing. Player down. Meanwhile, the Warriors looking to create something out of it. It is the ground in terms of containing the forward lines of the Giants. Having a go from distance. Welcome to the Gujarat Super League. And the one from Vadodara will definitely not be disappointed. A wonderful strike. The dot. He was slightly off balance. It made no difference. 2-0 in this matchup. 10 minutes into the second half. Corner. Here comes the ball. Do we see a... Long throw in into the ball. Played into the box. This time header. Again, the number of players down as well. Opponent is possession, maintaining possession, and not through the middle. He goes from distance.
It's a wonderful evening and the stage is all set for the match number 2 here in the under the bum. Venuddin Khan, experienced customer, the captain of the side, Rahul Paswad, Suraj Shenoy, Shivam Rajput under the bar, Aman Shah, the captain, Akash Mitte, Nishan Shetty, Aryan Chauhan, Sahaj Suel Mehta. And the match commission of it today is Dinesh Naya. Referee assessor Vishnu Chauhan. That obvious reason he has been given the captaincy armband for the team like Solra. Opportunity down there. Back with Aman Shah. Aman Shah with Wanuddin Khan. That's in swinging corner, delivered towards the back pass. Oh, mistake at the front. Johnson in free space. Johnson. Shane Joseph. Shane Joseph with the forward ball. Rahul Palm attacked there from the left. Shane Joseph can keep it for long. He's giving out his everything. Keep his team in the toil. Just look. Have a very good opportunity. That's a shot back. Attacked there from the left. It's Rahul Paswan. Plays the cross in. Goalkeeper manages to keep the ball away. Another long distance shot. It had went out of the play. Half last 9 minutes. That's the ball being delivered again. Still keeping over the ball from the local levels of Gujarat football. Khan. He's just keeping over the attack. Johnson. Johnson still keeping it. Johnson. Oh, opportunity is there. Rahul Paswan. Just look at it. Ball being played up. This can be another opportunity. Johnson. Johnson still on ball. Johnson there. Through ball being delivered forward. Right. Bounce in the legs. Customer. Just look at that opportunity to the tragedy towards the far post. Just look at the opportunity to the side. Ball that is being delivered towards the pub side. Suhail Pasha, who had penetrated inside the box. But we have to see how intense that touch was from Rudra Chetri. Was showed it to Surat strikers from the counter. Suhail Pasha left forward. It's back. It's a wondrous goal. Perfectly with the feet. Well, 10, that's 10. It was a trolling ball, not cleared away clearly by Wanuddin Khan. But Laj Baba made no mistake. He locked it at the back of the net. A wonderful finish. Rushed his buttons. Ball being delivered. Well collected. Just look at that incident. What? When you walk winning a match like this, then you start to do things like
they can start their campaign with a battle against another very good team. One would say it's very best from the end of the battle. Of course, therapy out there. It's pretty low. Chip towards the second post and the timing of the run was perfect. Big bet. Keep moving the ball. And the fine delivery off to the right. somehow. It has been lackluster. What a strike! Thunderbolt, unleashed from distance. This can be another one of those long shots there. A terrific strike, and Ajmal. Good job, Superman. That's a fine strike on it. Trying to push it towards the goal there. It was ramrod straight for the 18 more, but slowly and steadily it has garnered good speed in the first minute. Coming to an end. Are overly confident in what to be next. There you go, JSP. Can the Avengers make the most of it? There comes the free kick, slams it into the wall and excellent towards the penalty box. Some good defending. In the VAR, it could have been a different ball game altogether. There you go. Something a bit of a hard touch there by ground score. Another opportunity, a bit of chaos in the box out there. And repelled away from the line, another long range effort. And the ball keeps on pinballing. Well, what has the goalkeeper done? He's out of his line, headed away for the expense of the corner. Two shots after the other. Fails to convert. That was a very even shot there. Also body contact to the right. Oh, that's quality football. Into the box. He still keeps on running. The referee's blow. The KARNAVATI Knights they have been granted a penalty. What a phenomenal run this has been from Malingamba. Showing for being brought down recklessly. We're on set. Stern test for Shivam Dubey. Mohammad Asrar with the responsibility. Spick and span goes Mohammad Asrar as he slams home the penalty to propel Ahmedabad Adventures ahead in this all-important encounter. Mohammad Asrar who's major penalty. It's the Knights now best in front of the mountain escape. The ball stepping up. It's the KARNAVATI Knights. 4 men. There you go. That one is one last song. Can it be the Symphony Supreme?
One and all, and welcome to the Gujarat Super League Season 2. Ran Singh Jadeja, Musamyan Syed, Nanda Kumar, Raba Mete, Regan Shah, goalkeeper Shivam Rajput, Akash Methi, Nishan Shetty, Aryan Chok. Toward the box, and a real good chance still with the strikers. Can they get that ideal? Evidently. On a few occasions, and that to take Naoba to take it for them. A clear chance. Good ball played over to the right. Once again, a chance for the Giants. That is quite questionable. And the referee was all disappointed. But credits to this man for continuing that run. Nanda Kumar, who was. Here comes the whistle. Here comes the shot, and here comes goal number 1 for the Gandhinagar Giants. He can celebrate in style as long as the team are down by a goal. And Gandhinagar Giants have opened their account for this edition of the Gujarat Super League. Nanda Kumar will educate on to that achievement. Could this be the start of for the Giants? A real good chance. He decides to have a go from and go. Perhaps the play of the game. Can he get this one away? Unfortunately, the Giants. Another cross. Header of the Giants. And this coming back to back almost. A very good ball in. No touch to see it through. This time a good ball once again. A touch came in off the header who will go in. The referee's book for that. Must be a good possession. This one for the strikers. Player. Here comes the free kick. Johnson with the shot. Lord, yet again. He wanted to have a go from distance. Unorthodox shot attempted. Header to assist. The volley will not come. Ball launched towards the goal. It's still with the strikers. And a foul combined. Johnson Matthews. Aman Shah goes up shot. The rebound is converted. And the goal comes through. Bucks were not off. I think Aman to throw it into the box. Finds one of his teammates. The first header, the second one has come through. Amazing tackle, because had he not timed that right, had he made the slightest of errors, that will take a look at this. Well dribbled, got a good look. The wall is set, the whistle is blown. Here comes the free kick for the Surat strikers. For the battle between the two players. What's happening there? Aman there suggesting a card to be issued. Johnson sends it in. Keeper charges forward. He gets a piece of it. The rebound shot is good. And the Surat strikers have done it in the added time of the second half. Forced the game. Johnson sends it in. Keeper charges forward. He gets a piece of it. The rebound shot is good. And the Surat strikers have done it. Forced the 90th minute. They were away all the 3 points from Surat strikers. Completed the comeback. Take a look at this. The keeper had won well. And the rebound was cleaned up by Mr. Palash, who made no mistake.
That's the starting lineup. Ajmal, Koti Mayan, Athar Ishad, Brichesh, Asrar, Sheng on target. That will be a corner. His bottom side. Very early. Moinuddin Khan test for Ashraf. Moinuddin Khan on the ball. Moinuddin Khan with the shot. Another forward ball being played. League in the meantime, attack there off the centre. Opportunities there. Can he convert? He's taking his time. Takes the shot. Level of football that he can play. Another ball being floated in. Asrar. Asrar coming up from the right. Asrar with the cross. Shamad shot. The net. It was a very good opportunity. Asrar let the cross towards the far post. He is getting ready over the ball. Basit floats the ball in at the left. Shot. Ball being played in. That's a shot. The goal number one being scored. Who sports the goal for Ahmedabad? All rushed to Spartans nil. From where? In the card, pink space, Jai Bagnani! Question. Thank you. Taking lots and lots of responsibilities at the midfield. Nice pass at the center. Basit, they are coming up. It was Basit but controlled it with his right foot. Rather, he went for the foot for which referee there. The decent tried to play it in. Just look at it. It was a brilliant ball that was being played up. Phil Hingora with a header. And that's the goal number 2. Play for International FC. After that, in the meantime, Moinuddin, he takes a shot. Basit with a through ball in. That was a good cross. Shot again. And it's the goal number 3 for Ahmedabad Avengers. It's red. Just look at that. That finished off perfectly. Back of the net. The defense was completely off-shooted. It came off a Saurashtra Spartans player. It finished off at the wrong side. With the through ball forward, this can be another opportunity. He takes a shot. Tharam. Shot from distance.
we have Stephen Fernandes, the goalkeeper, out there with the Vadodara Warriors. We will see their goalkeeper Aditya Ball. So you know the hashtag, it is Gujarat Super League Season 2. To go ahead and throw in those posts all across social media. And through ball played down to the right. Needs to find one of his teammates in the box. Looks to dribble past the defense. He sends it inside. But it moves towards which they will hope and get underway. This is a good chance where the ball is launched into the box. Can he find one of his teammates? The header! It's well played inside. Could this be a real opportunity? He's found his teammate on the middle. He gets the shot underway. It was well played. Nair, the referee, Mr. Akash Mehta. That's a long ball inside. The header coming in on the keeper. Just the keeper. And there we go. Is just away from the post. Mr. Parmania got the space. Here comes the Giants. That's well contained. This is a real good chance. 3-on-1. He's advanced it. And the fourth player gets involved. He has a go. And he would want in a situation like that. Take a look at that. As Matsu. Here, 25 minutes. You see how throw-ins have often turned into a set piece and looking to get it back. His teammate does give it back to him. It's contained. Looking to find Stephen Fernandes once again. His card. And the Warriors have the chance for the Giants and the slide tackle. A lot of bodies, the shot close. Judged it well. Something happened with the Giants as well. Now seems to be with Vadodara. The throw in. Oh my word, the first goal is coming. And a header in terms of the goal to bring us the first coming. It was definitely coming. Take a look at that. The throw in leading to the header. Side. The curve ball into the box. Keeper is off his lines. And the goal will not be for the Giants. The run is good. He's in the box looking to cross it. A small protest for handball. Meanwhile, a player down to the Warriors. That is close to the arm. Going guns blazing. Player down. Meanwhile, the Warriors looking to create something out of it. To the ground in terms of containing the forward lines of the Giants. Having a go from distance. Welcome to the Gujarat Super League. And the fans from Vadodara will definitely not be disappointed. A wonderful strike in the dot. He was slightly off balance. It made no difference. 2-0 in this matchup. 10 minutes into the second half. Corner. Here comes the ball. Do we see a... Going into the ball. Straight into the box. This time header. Again, the number of players down as well. Opponent is possession, maintaining possession, and not through the middle. He goes from distance.
It's a wonderful evening and the stage is all set for the match number 2 here in the winner the experienced customer, the captain of the side, Rahul Paswan, Shinoy, Jivam Rajput under the bar, Aman Shah, captain of Hashpite, Nishan Shetty and Johan Sahed Suel Mehta. And the motivation of it today Naya, referee assessor Vishnu Chauhan. That obvious reason he's been given the captaincy of ban on the right shoulder. Opportunity down there. Aman Shah with Khan. That's in swinging corner, gentle towards the pass. Oh, mistake at the front. Johnson in free space. Johnson. Shane Joseph. Shane Joseph with the forward ball. Rahul Palmer attacked her from the left. Shane Joseph. Keep it for long. He's giving out with everything. His team in the soil. Just look. Have a very good opportunity. That's a shot by Attacker from the left. It's Rahul Paswan. Plays the cross in. Goalkeeper manages to keep the ball away. Another long distance shot. And went out of the play. Tough last 9 minutes. That's the ball being delivered again. Still keeping over the ball from the local levels of Gujarat football. Khan. He's just keeping over the attack. Johnson. Johnson still keeping it. Johnson. Oh, opportunity is there. Rahul Paswan. Just look at it. Ball being played up. This can be another opportunity. Yes. Johnson. Johnson still on ball. Johnson there. Through ball being delivered forward. Right. Bounce to the left. Customer. Let's look at that opportunity into the kick. Touchdown towards the far post. Just look at the opportunity to the side. Ball that was being delivered towards the pub side. Suhail Pasha, who had penetrated inside the box. We have to see how intense that touch was from Rudraj Chhetri. Was shoulder to strikers on the counter. Suhail Pasha, left forward. It's a wondrous goal. Perfectly with the feet. Well, it was a trolling ball, not cleared away clearly by Manodin Khan. But Laj Baba made no mistake. Locked it at the back of the net.
Welcome back. We are watching the Gujarat Super League Season 2. It is match number 6 between the KARNAVATI Knights and VADODARA Warriors. 25 minutes played already. The weather conditions, as we are all aware at the start, if you joined the stream, was raining pretty hard and a storm was brewing around. That is why a delayed kickoff as well as some technical issues. Now we are back with the live stream. Apologies for that, but 25 minutes, no goals here between the defending champions and VADODARA Warriors. Two players down at the moment, injured, but what a wonderful initiative. The Gujarat Super League, the second season successfully running. VADODARA starting their campaign with a win this season. A spectacular strike as well is what we saw in that game. In the very first match, and KARNAVATI Knights, they would want to get their first win out here. Of course, a lot of experience in this VADODARA side, the likes of Manveer Singh, Rohit Chawla, Premjeet and Rahul Rawat. Many of them have played in the I-League, the second division, the state leagues in different states, and now time to perform in the Gujarat Super League. Even Bhupinder is playing for the VADODARA Warriors. And just for an introduction, there's KARNAVATI Knights in yellow, and in red the VADODARA Warriors. They're attacking from right to left, and KARNAVATI in yellow from left to right of the screen. Seen some special goals already. Now, one of them was of course from Manveer, from around the centre line, seeing the keeper out in the opening game. Here is Manveer. Manveer and Bhupinder, both of them got a bag full of experience, played for Namdhari this season in the I-League. It's always good that players have game time throughout the year. Cannot sit back home just training. Match time is very important, especially at this age, the seniors. Once you're up to that level, you want more and more games under your belt to grow. Taking a bit of risk at the back. Gopal Lakota clears his lines and playing it safe at the moment. They already have a win in the bag from the first match. Will depend on St. Joseph for the KARNAVATI Knights. The captain has to take initiative from the back to give them confidence and move forward. All the way back to Vishal. Most given away. Nice return by Jenish. Krupal. Look more confident VADODARA. I've seen a ball forward. It was aimed for Rohit. Has a lot of pace. He latched onto it but could not stay in control. It's too heavy, that pass towards him. Premjeet. So much experience in this squad. Wonderful little pass. Bhupinder. Combining well. Manveer looking for the exchange. Did not come off quite perfectly. they can really hurt you. They're looking like a pretty strong side this season. Vadodara Warriors try to take it on his first touch. Under some pressure, very high press there from Dharmesh. And that'll be a free kick. Kripal trying to win the ball back, then had a hold of the shirt and pulled his man down. Half an hour played and no goals here in match number 6. We are live from the Eka Arena, the Kran Stadia as we call it, in Ahmedabad. Trying to build a footballing culture and bring out some talents from the state. A wonderful pass forward, and again some miscommunication with the two clear their lines. Passing it around well, but that final third quality needs to come from either of these sides. More of the possession for Vadodara. Nicely done. Manveer was making the run. Quite spotted. Now from the left. Important header. Yeah, seeing the runs of Manveer, but he's been marked off time and again. Nice control in the midfield. And now from the left, maybe they can create something. But Dharmesh waits for the overlap. And Kripal's cross towards the far post. A chance maybe. Manveer's attempt blocked. And then cleared away. It's more of a half-hearted attempt. That cross, not quite the accuracy, and that is another teasing delivery. Flag has gone up this time. A nice little phase of attack from Vadodara. Better side at the moment, but then you never know because the scoreline reads 0-0, and at any moment, any point of time, things can change. It can be in favor of either of the sides. You never know. Kripal has seen the run from Manveer again. They're all looking for him time and again. Bhupinder has it. Before he could create danger, it was cleared off the line. Interesting to see him so deep, Premjit. Manveer, space is opening up time and again. So much space allowed on the right. Bhupinder, that can be an interesting combination. And the keeper tried to get a hand to it. It was up and over. Was it Rohit rather, eventually at the end of it? It's a chance to impress many of these young players. Even Rohit had a lot of accolades under his belt in different clubs in the different state leagues before this. He's got that raw pace on him and the shooting ability. Here is Rohit, who wins a free kick. Again, interesting pass, couldn't control. But they do have it back. Premjit, confident, and he's seen another pass through. Maybe that is why he's sitting so deep. He can find those passes forward. Now Bhupinder playing it through the lines. And nothing given on that occasion. The referee feels he lost the ball before going down. Now they can race from the left. KARNAVATI on a rear attack, and look at the workload from Rohit to drop down. A chance still, maybe looking for a curler. A very interesting attempt. It was off target though, but that could have troubled Aditya Vakela under the sticks. What's impressed me, at least so far, is the way Vadodara Warriors are trying to pass it in between the lines. Not really afraid. And Rohit, and there's the burst of pace, and that's fantastic defending from Siddharth Pranay. That is a quality challenge put in by Siddharth. Now Rohit combining. Vadodara has possession. Trupal lobs it forward, looking for Manveer. The flag went up, but tell you what, that was close. Very close call. Just for your introductions, because we couldn't really enjoy every second so far because of the rainfall and storm. We joined in when it was 25 minutes. Hence, for an introduction, today's match officials. Referee Cherish Makwan in charge, and assistant referees Rushit Dilala and Bachchan Mal, along with fourth official Akash Mehta. That is a great ball forward. Might be a chance opening up. If not for that last-ditch tackle from Rohit Fartyal. Such a well-timed tackle once again. And they're making sure, even if they do not score, they do not concede at the back. Quality challenge brought in there. Have a look at that again, timing it to perfection. Any mistake, and that could have been a penalty. But they have a corner. For the Vadodara Warriors, what can they do? Pinder can take it. Manveer has the height. Rohit can convert as well towards the near post. And they instead maintain possession, and look at the confidence. And have he stayed onside? Well, the flag stayed down. A mistake from the keeper. A free kick awarded, but Bhupinder certainly should have done better. You've got to look at it again with the quality Bhupinder has got after playing in the I-League and after scoring some goals, creating some. You expect him to control there, especially with the flag staying down. That should have been a clear-cut chance on goal. I would be so intrigued to watch another replay of that chance. Bhupinder and Rohit. It's been closely watched time and again, but they have found a way through. Manveer has 3 or 4 options arriving. Manveer goes for goal. Bhupinder, he wouldn't get easier chances than that in the tournament. And those two combine again, like they've done in the past. And that gives Vadodara Warriors the lead in the game, 1-0. Well constructed, and the desperation was there, the determination was there. And they have their goal here, 40 minutes in. And eventually the lead They looked confident, their passing was perfect. Manviri went for goal, he had three options. With that kind of power, the rebound only falls to an approaching Bhupinder. He knows he's a poacher and he has the experience of knowing where to run in those kind of situations. And he was at the right place. There were more options available, even if not for him. The rebound could have fallen to any of those making the runs. Totan Das was there. And that changes the scoreline in favour of Vadodara. There will be a certain upper hand at half-time if the scoreline stays like this. To start from scratch again. A few issues, it seems like. A bit of injury concerns. But you could see even on that finish, such a powerful strike with some intent and a statement kind of. And they are facing some troubles here, the defending champions. The first match was not really the best of starts, and now they're trailing. Rohit uses his body well and has seen a run from Manveer. He's the one always creating chaos at the back. They avoided the corner. They can double the lead before half time. Will not be a better scenario for them. Pinder to take the throw. A lot of height in the box. Manveer is the target man. And this time they'll have a corner. Chance to deliver. There'll be a left-footed one in, swinging towards the near post. There's still a chance, maybe. Premjit with his left. A deflection on the way. Still too much of Bhupinder. He'll get it once again. Loops it in towards Manveer. And that is a poacher's header to the back of the net. 2-2 for Manveer Singh. And they do double the lead before half-time. And how sharp has that combination been? That is a wonderful header. Timed to perfection, guided to the perfect direction. Manveer is just growing and growing in stature. The intent is there. The quality has always been there. And the first one, he was at the end of creating it. And now he's at the end of it. Bhupinder was a wonderful cross, well measured towards Manveer. Look at the power generated and the direction. Bottom corner. Always difficult for the keeper to dive down and save those. And he knows it. He always headed to the ground. He headed it as perfect as he could. Almost as if you are a cricket fan, you would compare that to a New Yorker for the keeper standing there, just on the line, right on the bounce, almost unstoppable if you head it there. Playing the more intelligent game for Vadodara. To additional time in first half, there might be even more. It's turning out to be a bit easy at the moment. The KARNAVATI Knights will want the break to come soon. Oh, beautifully done. Totan, can he get to it? No is the answer. And confirmation of the scorer, Manveer. Well, he's got his name on the score sheet. Here's a throw in for the Vadodara Warriors. Pin that looks like they'll go long. Back to the near post. Well, they do not go long. And now Bhupinder has it. Bhupinder looking for the delivery to the far post again, looking for Manveer. Totan has given it away, and now can Karnavati go on the counter? He knows the answer, they've just given it back. Bhupinder looks for Manveer. A little too deep this time. And that is it for the first half. A 2-goal lead for the Vadodara Warriors. At the end of the first 45, they will sit comfortable at the break. Upper hand for the team in red. And Karnavati Knights, they'll have to do more. They'll have to work hard, they'll have to find different strategies. And of course, one thing for sure, more intent. At halftime, it's Karnavati Knights 0 and Vadodara Warriors 2.
First half ends here with the Vadodara Warriors leading 2-0. Goal scorer Bhupinder Singh and Manveer Singh from Vadodara Warriors.
We are back and all set for second half action here in match number 6 of the Gujarat Super League Season 2. Karnavati Knights and Vadodara Warriors up against one another. Second match of this season for the two sides. It is a strong 2-0 lead for the Vadodara Warriors as Karnavati they kickstart proceedings in second half. They in yellow attacking from right to left of your screen in this half. Sides changed. Will the fortune as well. And Vadodara Warriors in red, they're attacking from left to right in this half. We had a delayed start due to rain and storm. Hence halfway through, we arrive with second half right now. There is another match lined up after this. But first things first, can Karnavati turn the lead around? That is to find out a change is taking place for Karnavati. Yash has come out in place of Sunil. Pinder and Manvi scoring the 2 goals for Vadodara. Both of them have been together with the Nandhavi setup in Punjab. And a press from Manveer, a sudden acceleration. Need to take lesser risks at the back. Chance maybe to turn around and attack for Karnavati. Lifted across, but comfortably collected. Aditya Vagela made it look easy. Tried to dig it in. Oh, and now the exchange almost perfectly done. Upinder controls it. Charla has done some good work down the flanks. A lot of pace to burn. Rohit, quick exchanges. Tried to be precise, but not able to. Was a 2-0 in the opening game for Vadodara Warriors. The scoreline is already 2-0 here. Manvi scored a screamer from around the center line, seeing the keeper out. The man of the match in that game was Rahul Rawat. He's also been in the I-League with Delhi FC. Really strong and sturdy in maintaining the shape. Another test now for Vishal Dubey. Locked into the far side, totally left free. Will he look for the shot or the pass? Probably went for the shot but miscued. And all the way back from Jenish to Aditya, who almost gave it away. And now Bhupinder has Karnavati, slightly more intent from them. Siddharth, options to shoot from way out. Swinging the other way. That is why I mentioned how the role of, say, Joseph Haukip will be important in this game. He has to give his team some confidence. Captain needs to lead from the front. Interesting idea from Dharmesh. Try and run it forward. He's looking to try and take the ball the other way of the defender and run the other. Manveer to Ritik. Rupinder. Switch of flanks has happened between Rohit and Dharmesh. Rohit has gone to the left. Good pressure from KARNAVATI, but now a chance. Rohit, a lot of pace. The tackle from behind. Might be a card coming out as well, along with the free kick. And that is why probably the switch of flanks, because time and again Siddharth Pranay on the left was blocking Rohit's run, matching up with his pace, but here Rohit was too quick to get past his marker. And the tackle, seconds late, gets the man totally. Yellow card for the defender. Just a two-man wall at the moment. Such an interesting area, and with the quality I mentioned they have on the pitch, Vadodara Warriors might just line one up straight from here. It looks like Manveer is standing on it. And confirmation, Ramsingh Ratwa has been booked. We have seen Manveer score a spectacular already. Likes the 7, wearing the 10, looking for the near post. It was to the side netting. A nice attempt though. He's trying to creep it in through the near post. Maybe the far post curler would have been a better attempt. But from that angle, anything is difficult when you go the direct route. But at 2-0 you can afford to try, especially in the context of this game. They've been the better side in the first half, and now things might change. Here's the substitute, Yash. Manveer trying to flick it on, but Say Joseph is moved up a bit, and he is looking to show some intent. To release the pass. It is a free kick. No cards of course, but very central to try and trouble the keeper, Nitin Paul. Tried to control it for a few seconds. It's not necessary, could have feeded the pass through. But anyway, they have earned a free kick, and hence have a chance here, KARNAVATI. And for Vadodara Warriors looking for a change. It is Salim Pathan, the head coach of Vadodara. It's a bright chance, really. Still, it's very different. We'll have a chat about it after this attempt. Maybe KARNAVATI have a chance to fight back in the game. It is a 5-man wall. It'll be Say Joseph, Haukip. Even Siddharth is with him. Say Joseph, it is a different idea. It is for Siddharth, the deflection of the post. And how thankful will Vadodara Warriors be that it did not take a touch into the net. Instead just came out of the crossbar. And now pressure on the other end. What an attempt though. Great planning on that move. Siddharth Pranay with the attempt eventually. Take chance, but they are certainly looking better. If memories are clear, this matchup is a replay of previous year's final. And these were the two best teams last year, the inaugural edition. Great vision to find Dharmesh. Doesn't have much pressure. Dharmesh cutting inside. Dharmesh thinks of a shot. A miscued attempt. Swings the other way. And last year when they met, it was almost close to this very date, the 12th of May, the finals. And it was a 1-1 at regulation time and in penalties. Karnavati Whites winning the title 5-3. Regulation time, it was 1-all. So the winners and the runners-up of last edition. The runners-up at the moment up by 2. Tejas. Oh, Tejas, nicely done. Did not get the better of the man, and now Bhupinder trying to adjust his body shape. Rohit has seen one wonderful pass, but has Manveer stayed on side? Looks like he has. Manveer lost possession with such a beautiful pass from Rohit with the outside of the boot, and a perfectly timed challenge. Have a look at that previous free kick attempt. There was a big deflection on it. Could have gone in. The keeper beaten totally. And then on the other end, free kick awarded right now. And now the Warriors certainly trying to get back in this. Some treatments on the back, and last year when they met in that thriller in the final, nothing to separate them at regulation time, 1-1. And the goals were scored again. Manveer scoring for Vadodara and Irfan Abbasi scoring for Karnavati. He's on the pitch, Irfan. Not too much of an impact so far, but mostly a similar lineup. A few changes, of course. St. Joseph is still there. Manveer with the touch. Oh, and in an attempt to do a bit too much, he's given it away. And this man has looked impressive. That is a teasing delivery. And an own goal to pull one back for Karnavati Knights. And just when he thought drama was going to be one way, it never is. The dramas are always meant to be this way. And this man has been the most impressive for Karnavati Knights, Siddharth Pranay. What a perfect delivery. Absolute perfection. But that is such a big mistake on the part of the defense. An own goal at this stage when your team is up by 2. Instead of increasing it, you've just given the goal back to your opponents along with maybe a confidence booster. And that all happened because of some overconfidence shown on the right flank. I believe it was Ritik Malviya. Manveer feeded the ball to him. He just tried to dribble past at your defensive zone. You are the rightful back of your team. Of course, he has the confidence and quality both. But you need to understand when to execute that skill. Because once you lose possession, their defense is beaten. And that's what happened exactly. An offside flag up against Manveer. Won it back, avoided the challenge as well. Bhupinder to Rohit. Slightly wide for him, but he has options. What can Rohit do? Chips it towards Manveer. Almost precise enough again. But that quality on the delivery was there from Rohit. This is the second time we've seen Rohit deliver. Now this time from the cross, the previous one was a through ball right from the defensive zone. Been impressive, especially after moving to the left. Certainly try and ask him after the game which flank he prefers to play on. But that switch of flanks has really worked for Rohit. One hour played here at the Trans Stadia, Ahmedabad. Just slides away. Corner, and they have a chance here. Towards the far post and punched out by the keeper. Though I've sensed that at 2-1 anything can happen. And up for a long throw here. They need to clear their lines and they have gained some confidence. Oh, they have switched off suddenly, and this might be a chance here for Vadodara. And the keeper under some pressure makes the save. Vishal Dubey is having to work hard. Rahul Rawat almost at the end of it. Fantastic second save there. Trying some variation from the set piece. Premjeet was there, but look again who steps in. And Siddharth Pranay has been so impressive. He's the reason KARNAVATI have that one goal on the score sheet. They're totally outplayed in the first half. In the second, looking better. Ritik delivers across. That is a teasing one. An important take by Vishal Dubey. Up ball forward. They've suddenly found the confidence back. A very ambitious attempt, could not connect at all. They're down here. Oh, KARNAVATI, there's still time for them to get back in this game. Looks like Tejas it is, a clash of heads. Strong header from Chenish. 65 minutes played at 2-1. You can now say it can go either way. Rupinder. They have realized they cannot sit back. Rohit again has 3 runners in front of him. Rohit thinking of a shot himself. Handball appeals waved off. They're too close to the body. And that's a difficult task. But he still kept it in only for half a second. And now that is a bursting run. Can he keep it in play? Well read by Jenish. He's the menacing man every time. Siddharth is running up and down, defending and attacking. Say Joseph. That is poor. Lost concentration maybe. Ramsang. Rohit. He's been a part of the Tech Throw Football Club setup. Also won the Himachal State League. With them, few of them from that region. Here's Rahul Rawat trying to skip away from the challengers. Still Rahul and still Rahul. Landed in across. Bhupinder. And he's given back possession. That is where Karnavati looked dangerous on the counter. Caught in the process. Good defending by Dharmesh. The substitution. For Vadodara Warriors, it looks like. And that was the last contribution from Dharmesh. And in comes Sheikhanlal Tuboi. Information Tuboi. Yes, the man who's come on. Intervened by Vadodara. Rohit. Very intelligent pass forward. Solid challenging. Again back to Rohit. His passing has been very accurate so far in the game. And loop to the right. Tuboi. Did he get a touch? Looked like. Well, not really. The last touch was off the substitute Yash. They had that combination, the Vadodara Warriors, the likes of Manveer and Bhupinder, having played for Namdhari. We have the likes of Rohit and Ritik, who have been with the Tech for Lucknow setup. And those little combinations can play a part. Doing some good work in Lucknow as well there. Uttar Pradesh football rising. And here in Gujarat, we have the Gujarat Super League season 2. They're also doing their part in promoting Indian football. Tuboi. Not a clean header. And now falls to Jenish. Was it a fair challenge? Not quite sure. Another looping cross. Falls to the keeper. He has launched it forward, and that is a wonderful take. Look at that touch to control it. So that switch to the left. A chance maybe for Karnavati. Can they get back in the game? Not until this man is on that side of the defense. He'll not make that mistake again. Promising youngster. Ritik Malviya. High pressure has suddenly slowed down from Vadodara. Maybe game management time. keep your eyes on. Do not go anywhere. Another entertainment-packed day in the Gujarat Super League. This is the first of the two games. And I've seen another pass through this time. The flag goes up. And the second game after this, it will be the Gandhinagar Giants against the Ahmedabad Avengers. And the Avengers look strong as well. The Ahmedabad Avengers, of course, they will take on the pitch tonight. Manveer. Rohit was under some pressure. And now the first time release, wonderful take as well. A chance maybe to make it 3 inside the box. And the shot saved initially. They still have a chance to go again. Takes it to the left. He could not do the easy way, but he does it the hard way. Totan Das increases the margin again for the Vadodara Warriors. And if you look at the move and the goal, it was a mini roller coaster. And packed in that one attack and that one goal. The touch was so perfect initially to bring the ball down from Totten, and the shot was not quite perfect. It was saved, parried away by the keeper. He made it look difficult after that. Did not pass, kept it to himself, controlled it, and then the finish again. Back to as sharp as the first touch was. And that means fantastic work. 3-1, and they'll now feel a bit more safe again. 2-0, they were feeling safe. 3-1 again, they will feel safe, but hopefully no more mistakes. And the only goal KARNAVATI have scored in the tournament so far, the defending champions in their second game, and that is here tonight, an own goal. Confirmation, Totan Das has got his name on the score sheet. That first time pass and the receive, that is where things were done. And now Tuboy, there might be more. Bhupinder wanted it, Tuboy wants to take it himself. Runs it a bit too wide. Should have released it earlier. Chance for Ritik. Looked for Tuboy, then went for the cross. Well, he pushed away. Few fans have also turned in to enjoy the contest here. Gujarat Super League. Arena. It's been a wonderful venue for the tournament. The Gujarat State Football Association doing some good work behind making sure this tournament is a success. One back expertly, Bhupinder with a chip forward. He was onside, but he'll continue with the press. Heavy touch from the keeper. Eventually cleared. Small changes coming on. It looks like there's more changes. Will be the cooling break around the 75th minute mark. It is pretty humid and hot, even though there has been a good amount of rainfall before the game and a very stormy out here was the weather. That is why we had a delayed kickoff. It is the drinks break here. There's a breather for the players, and after that they'll have 15 more minutes. Repetition of last year's final, as we said. And some history on watch for you about the team Gujarat, who qualified for the AIFF Santosh Trophy final round after 35 years. They were the hosts for the 75th Santosh Trophy's West Zone Group A. And they beat Goa to qualify for the finals. Final rounds of the 75th Santosh Trophy. It is 3-1 in favour of Vadodara at the moment. And a lot of football happening around the state with Torrent Power Cup, the under-20 men's football tournament under the Gujarat State Football Association. Senior Club Championship under GSFA as well. A year back, in the junior boys tournaments. So a lot of football is on the move all around the state. So you can enjoy the game as well as hope for some development in future. Underway after the little drinks break, a little breather for the players. Some fresh energy. Pupinder, he's the one you always think about when you hear that word. Endless energy on the pitch. He's not just been with Nandhari, he's been with Delhi FC as well before that. And that'll be a free kick. Slightly over-eager Siddharth Pranay to win back possession. A free kick pretty deep, and Premjit Singh will take it. It's got the quality, Premjit.
Change coming in for Karnavati Knights, jersey number 11, Manav Vyas in jersey number 9, Irfan Abbasi out.
Well, a change
For Karnavati Knights, Kaushik Panchal in jersey number
from both the sides. If you're wondering what that KP stands for, Kaushik Panchal has come on. He's come on along with Manav Vyas. Irfan Abbasi and Nitin Paul have been sacrificed. A chance here for Vadodara, when we could not execute the header this time. His only goal in this game came from a header. Confirmation, Kaushik Panchal has come on. It's one of the two changes for Karnavati Knights. Back 10, Rohit driving central. Once the exchange, Totan Das wanted the goal, he went for the shot. Some high pressure again. The keeper needs to clear. Confidently does it. Finds Rush. Done. Looking good for Vadodara Warriors, and so far, if you have watched the tournament, Vadodara and the Ahmedabad Avengers, they're looking the strongest, but just one match played for them. Second match here for Vadodara now. Ahmedabad Avengers later tonight. We'll gradually find out who might be the favourites. A bit of surprise from the defending champions, not doing too well, at least at the start. Second match in a row trailing, haven't been able to score a goal. Well, the one you can see on the scoreline right now is an own goal scored. For KARNAVATI maybe trying to build up from the left, but every time stop the defense. Has now become more alert. Nice take, and has seen a pass towards Rohit. Has a lot of pace to burn. Rohit accelerates straight away. Has seen the pass once more. It was inch perfect towards Totten, and it might come again. This time falls to Manveer. What will he do? Will he grind in a cross? Will he think of a shot? Went for the cross and earns a corner.
Change coming in for Karnavati Knights. Jersey number 7, Vishesh Pandey in jersey number 17, Tejas out.
And more changes coming on. Tejas coming out. It is Vishesh Pandey who is coming on. 4 changes made by KARNAVATI, but they're still trailing. They need a goal from somewhere right now if they want hope, but first they have to defend the corner. In there to take it. Rohit and Manveer wait. It is towards Manveer. Could have gone in directly. Still Manveer. Was he offside though? Well, he's claiming that he did not get a touch, so Rahul Rawat will be awarded with the call. Clever little flick of the boot. And I wonder if that call will stand. Looks like it will. It is Rahul Rawat on the score sheet. He was the man of the match in the previous game. Mistake from the defense. Not much the keeper could have done. We'll have a look at it again. A closer one. Just the poke of the foot. Manveer just lets it run through. He's not really trying to get involved in that phase of play. So he would have anyway been onside because there was a player coming back from the line. So it was anyway not a matter of doubt. It is 4-1 and they're racing away with this over the Vadodara Warriors. The wait of time that they celebrate.
Goal scored by jersey number 23 of
Here's
Vadodara
Manveer. They
Warriors.
might just look for more. Oh, that is a rough challenge. He might be in trouble for that. Manveer just fancying a bit of tricks. Just frustrated his opponent. Lucky, the referee just senses the situation of the game at 4-1 up. Does not go for the booking. The good sense prevails. Ram Singh Ratwa, I think he's on a yellow, and that is why That is good officiating. If that is the case, did not bring out the second yellow easily.
For Karnavati Knights, jersey number 18,
And that is the final change.
jersey number 6, Joseph out.
The captain has been replaced. That is very interesting. Siddhant Lakera has come on. His first involvement. Yash. Confirmation of the change. The captain, St. Joseph Howkip, has been taken off. They have thrown all their cards forward. All 5 changes made. Confirmation of the goal scorer, Rahul Rawat. Getting the goal, and now Manveer, he might get a brace if he can control it and shoot. But he could not. Gandhinagar Giants and Ahmedabad Avengers. Their game coming up next. They'll all be ready for the contest. Rohit looking for the most clever pass on the pitch. Almost found it. Looked like a foul, nothing given. And they won't complain much at 4-1. That sometimes affects decision making and the reactions on the pitch. Had the scoreline been 1-1 or Vadodara been trailing by a goal, then you would have seen different reactions for every decision, given, not given. Now they're up by 4-1.
Change coming in for
There is a change.
Jersey number 18, Swaraj in, jersey number 9, Rohit out.
Rohit Chala has played his part in the game. It's time for Swarajya Trivedi. And even Totten will be taken off. So a lot of changes, not just one. And looks like they're pulling all their cards out just to give them some game time. Sunny is also ready. Swarajya Trivedi is on. Manveer has also been taken off. Boy will lead strike at the moment. This attempt eventually. Farooq Soda has also come on. Giving some game time to the bench. Salim Pathan. Two boy right now leading the line. Confirmation of the changes. Farooq coming in place of Manveer. Captain's armband for Karnavati has moved to Siddharth. There's the confirmation of one of the 3 changes. 5 minutes added on at the end of 90. Now can they pull another goal back here? They will look to Manav. They're all asking for the pass. Manav, not a million miles away at this stage. Yeah, you would somewhat expect the substitutes to try and get a goal from somewhere. Could have creeped in. You never know. It wasn't a bad attempt at all. He should have hit the target. Oh, more of a clearance, but that strikes. Man on the touchline. Some heated exchanges. It wasn't intentional at all. He wanted to clear the line. And some apology from Jenish to the opponent coach. Not necessary that powerful clearance. Looks like St. Joseph has some injury concerns. There you can see him limping. That is why the captain was taken off for KARNAVATI. With apologies from Jenish Rana for that clearance. That was the best part. The sportsman's spirit arrived. Nicely done. He's still in control and wins the free kick.
Substitute coming in for Vadodara Warriors.
And one final change here.
Ravi Raj in jersey number 11, Krupal out.
Raviraj Kurne. Is the man coming on in place of Krupal Lakotia. Boy. Just 2.5 minutes. Boy in control. Ritik has seen a pass through, certainly onside. That'll run out of play. The formation of the change with Ritik tried to beat the defense line. He did beat the defense line, to be fair. Just a little away from Farooq Soda. Do they have another? Do they have a fifth? There might be a chance for Farooq! 5-1 it is. One-way traffic at the moment. They have taken the game away and away. And away from the reach of KARNAVATI. The defending champions in some sort of misery right now. That is real trouble. Farooq just came on the pitch in place of Manveer. Aimed for the bottom corner. No mistake, Bhupinder very unselfish to lay that off at this stage of the game. To give them their fifth. Boy worked hard on the build-up. Ritik with a cross before that. They've all looked very positive. And even if they get a goal here, it will be only a consolation. A corner for KARNAVATI. And very interesting, KARNAVATI and Vadodara, I mentioned they met in the final last year. It was 1-1 in regulation time, and then it was 5-3 in penalties for KARNAVATI. They also met in the regular league stage, where it was also a 1-1. Manveer scored in that fixture as well. And for KARNAVATI, it was Yash scoring. Well, rather Pratik Swami, the captain, was scoring. In that fixture here is Yash on the ball though. There's a penalty from Pratik. It was 1-1 always, never been this one-sided between the two in the last couple of meetings. That'll be job done for Vadodara Warriors. Should be a comfortable leap to the top of the table with that score line. And that is it. A terrific performance. 2-2 for Vadodara Warriors. They have not conceded from their opponent's side's build of play yet. One own goal is that all they have conceded. And they have scored 7 so far. 2 in the first game, 5 here. And the stunning show, they're looking bright for the Vadodara Warriors. And they have outplayed KARNAVATI Knights in this very fixture. Big clash coming up after this as well. Not go anywhere as Cantina Giants will be taking on the Ahmedabad Avengers just in a while from now. We kick off in match number 7. But here, the bragging rights decided between the two. It is Vadodara Warriors scoring 5 goals in the game. Started with the Bhupinder scoring, and then Manveer scored everyone. Fancying their luck, Scotland Das scoring a goal as well. And even substitute getting his name on the score sheet, Farooq Soda. At full time it is KARNAVATI Knights 1, Vadodara Warriors 5. They are 2-2 right now, and they look very, very sharp moving forward. KARNAVATI Knights in some trouble. They want to do better in their upcoming matches. They will need to do better in this format of the tournament. Do not have too many games coming your way. At full time, it's KARNAVATI Knights 1, Vadodara Warriors 5, and I'll leave you with the highlights of this very match. And stay tuned for another game coming up after that.
महेंद्र सी। आपको कैसा लग रहा है, बैक टू बैक 2 मैचेस यू हैव वन, और आज आप लोगों ने जिस तरीके से गोल स्कोर किए हैं, व्हाट इज द फीलिंग?
बहुत अच्छा फीलिंग रहा मैम। पहले मैच के जीतने के बाद हमारा टीम पूरा मोटिवेशन में थी, तो नेक्स्ट मैच में भी ऐसा ही परफॉर्म करेंगे, यही हमारा ट्राई रहेगा।
थैंक यू सो मच, आई विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट। I'd like to request Mr. Priyank Panchal, Team India player and has captained in Indian cricket team A and has captained in Gujarat to success across the format. He is the highest run maker and has max centuries from Gujarat. I request him to hand over the check of rupees 5,000 to the man of the match. Mr. Prashant